Let's first put a wrap on the quarterfinals, which is where we begin this week's edition of Top Plays. We'll start with one of the teams that tips off Final Four action in mere moments, the Bethlehem Catholic boys, who in the 4A quarters got all they could handle from 6th-seeded Northwestern. The 3rd-seeded Hawks led by just 4 at halftime and only by 2 going into the 4th. But Becca was able to pull away thanks to standout senior Edixon Gomez, who recorded 13 of his team-high 15 points in the second half. The EPC second-team All-Star hit a 3 at the close of the 3rd to put the Hawks back in front and salted the game away with 8 points in the final frame. Again, Becca draws Central in tonight's 4A semis. Another down-to-the-wire ball game came in 6A, where Northampton and William Allen were tied at 47-all in the dying moments of regulation, when K-Kids senior Cooper King orchestrated this takeaway at the top of the key, before darting down the floor and laying the game-winning bucket up and in just as time expired, securing Northampton's 2-point triumph. K-Kids ultimately topped the Canaries 3 times this season by just a combined 10 points. Saturday's loss marking the end of an incredible career for William Allen senior Nate Ellis, who led all scorers with a game-high 19 points, going out in style with some of the incredible ball handling and otherworldly vision we've come to expect from the dynamic guard over the last 4 years. Ellis closes his incredible Canaries career with 2 district titles, an EPC crown, and as the program's second all-time leading scorer with 1,560 career points. Top seed in the 6A class is Parkland, which proceeded into the semis thanks to its proficiency from the perimeter. Trojans knocked down a dozen 3-balls in their 32-point quarterfinal triumph over Freedom. A trio of trays each for senior Curran Joshi and sophomore Nick Koval. 2 apiece for Matt Ray and Jesse Roosh, while Will Meeker and Anthony Schultz each converted from downtown as well. 4 Trojans in double figures on Saturday, including Koval, who tallied a game-high 19 points. Joshi, Roosh, and Meeker also into double digits, putting Parkland back in the District 6A semis. Trojans will face Nazareth in the Final Four on Wednesday, a rematch of the EPC championship. Blue Eagles in the district semifinals thanks to a stellar showing from C.J. Santos in the quarters. The senior with a game-high 19 points Saturday versus Emmaus. In a game where virtually every shot was a contested one, Santos had no trouble absorbing the pain while converting. Santos with 10 of his 19 points coming in the second half, as Nazareth pulled away thanks to a 37-23 scoring edge across the game's final 2 quarters. Nazareth girls also in the 6A semis. The Blue Eagles' quarterfinal triumph was jump-started by a 12-0 run to open the game. Sophomore Sam Baker and senior Kelly Lazinski combining to score 10 of those 12 points, each finishing with the Bakers' dozen overall. Lazinski just continuing to rewrite school history, up to 59 threes this season, 173 now in her Blue Eagles career. As we mentioned earlier, Nazareth gets second-seeded Northampton in the semis tonight. K-Kids senior Devin Demchak coming off a career-high 20 points in the quarterfinals. She notched 6 of Northampton's first 7 buckets in pushing the Kids out to a double-digit lead early in the second quarter. Demchak with a first-half double-double with 16 points and 10 rebounds. She'd add 4 more of each in the second half. That's when teammate Grace Lesko would carry the load, netting 12 of her 20 points over the final 2 quarters. Lesko and Demchak combining to score 40 of Northampton's 51 total points Friday versus Freedom. Speaking of career nights, that's what Lehigh senior Nick Lynch enjoyed on senior night last Wednesday. The 6'11" Seattle native with a career-best 30 points to go along with a career-high 5 3-pointers in the Mountain Hawks' convincing win over American. The big man finishing with 5 of Lehigh's 12 trays overall, shooting a blistering 61% from the floor on the night. Mountain Hawks tip-off Patriot League tournament play this Thursday at home against Army West Point. MAC Freedom Conference Tournament, meanwhile, wrapped up over the weekend, and once again, the Lady Bulldogs found themselves at the top of the heap. Senior Avery Jordan, now a conference champion all 4 years at the Sales. Jordan dropped a career-high 38 points in the quarterfinals against Del Val on Wednesday, also ripping down 12 rebounds for her 7th double-double of the season, as the Bulldogs topped the Aggies by 51. Her 8th double-double of the year then came in the semis on Friday, as the senior registered 12 points and 11 boards in a 3-point win over Misericordia. Third straight postseason double-double then in Sunday's championship, as the senior notched 10 points and 14 rebounds in a 68-54 win over Stevens. Jordan named tournament MVP as DeSales claimed its fourth straight MAC Freedom Conference title and 10th in program history.